Hello everyone! Welcome back to Easy English Channel. Today we have a useful story for you. The story takes place inside a kitchen. Two friends, Nia and Alex, are cooking together at home. And while they cook, they talk about many real kitchen things. I will keep the conversation calm and clear, so just relax and enjoy the story. But before we start, I have a small question for you. Please listen closely during the story to find the answer. Here is the question. What did Alex say was missing from the kitchen counter? Remember this question. The answer is somewhere inside the story. If you find it, write your answer in the comments below. Are you ready? Let's start. Alex, come in. I'm so glad you came today.
Thank you, Nia. Wow, your home smells really good already.
That's because I started preparing a few things this morning.
Really? What are we making today?
We are going to cook a simple vegetable soup together.
Oh, that sounds perfect. I actually love soup.
Me too, and it's not too difficult. It's great for beginners like you.
Should I be worried?
No, I'll guide you through everything. Don't worry at all.
Okay, good. So where do we start?
First, let me show you the kitchen. Come this way.
Oh, wow, Nia. This kitchen is really nice.
Thank you. I spend a lot of time in here. It's my favorite place in the house.
I can see why. Everything looks so organized.
I try to keep it tidy. A clean kitchen makes cooking so much easier.
I agree. My kitchen at home, it's not always this clean.
That's okay. Let me show you where everything is.
Yes, please. I want to understand the kitchen before we start cooking.
Good thinking. Okay, so this big white appliance here, do you know what it is?
That's the refrigerator, right?
Exactly. I keep all my fresh food inside. Vegetables, eggs, milk, leftovers.
May I open it and look?
Of course, go ahead.
Wow, you have so many vegetables in here. Carrots, tomatoes, onions.
Yes, I went to the market early this morning. I wanted everything to be fresh.
Fresh vegetables are so much better for cooking.
They really are. Okay, now close it and come over here.
This is the stove, right?
Yes, this is where we cook the soup. It's a gas stove.
I've only used an electric stove before. Is a gas stove very different?
A little different. With gas, you can see the flame directly, so you can control the heat better.
Oh, I see. That actually makes sense.
And next to the stove, we have the sink. I wash all the vegetables and dishes here.
The sink looks very clean. Mine is not always like this.
That's okay. You can clean it after cooking. It becomes a habit.
That's a good point.
Okay, Alex, now let's get everything we need before we start cooking.
Good idea. Where do we begin?
First, we need a knife. I keep mine in this drawer right here.
Oh, I see it. It looks very sharp.
It is, so please be careful when you hold it.
I'll be slow and careful, don't worry.
Good. A sharp knife is actually safer than a dull one, as long as you're careful.
Really? I always thought sharp knives were more dangerous.
It's the opposite, actually. A dull knife slips easily. A sharp knife cuts cleanly.
I never thought about it like that. Good to know.
Exactly. Now, we also need a cutting board.
Is that the wooden board on the counter?
Yes, that's the one. I use a wooden cutting board because it's gentle on the knife.
I've seen plastic ones before, which is better.
Both work well, honestly, but I prefer wood. It feels more natural.
I like the look of a wooden cutting board. It feels very classic.
Agreed. Now, what else? We need a large pot for the soup.
Where is the pot?
It's in the cabinet below the stove. Let me get it.
That pot is really big.
Yes, soup needs a lot of space. We have vegetables, water, and broth.
Right. Everything goes inside together.
Exactly. And we also need a big wooden spoon for stirring.
Is it that one hanging on the wall?
Yes, good eye. That's my favorite spoon. I use it almost every day.
A favorite spoon. That's actually very sweet.
Every cook has a favorite tool. Now, let me think. Oh, we also need a bowl for the cut vegetables.
I noticed the bowl on the top shelf. Is that the one?
Yes. Can you reach it? It's a bit high.
Let me try. Yes, got it.
Perfect. Okay, I think we have everything. Knife, cutting board, pot, spoon, and bowl.
Wait, Nia, I don't see a ladle anywhere on the counter. Isn't that missing?
Oh, you're right. The ladle. I forgot about it.
What is a ladle exactly?
A ladle is a deep spoon, like a small cup on a long handle. We use it to pour the soup into bowls.
Ah, I see. So it's different from a regular spoon.
Yes, a regular spoon is flat. A ladle is deep and round. Let me get it from the drawer.
Oh, so that's what a ladle looks like. I've used one before, but never knew the name.
That happens a lot. We use many kitchen tools without knowing their names.
True. Learning the names makes cooking feel more confident.
Okay, Alex, let's start preparing the vegetables. Are you ready?
Ready? What do I do first?
Let's start with the carrots. Take one out of the refrigerator.
Okay, here's a carrot. It's very bright orange.
Yes, fresh carrots always look vibrant. Now place it on the cutting board.
Like this?
Perfect. Now hold the carrot firmly with your left hand and cut slowly with the right hand.
Okay, like this?
Good, but try to make the pieces a little smaller. Small pieces cook faster in the soup.
Smaller. Okay, how small?
About the size of your fingertip. Not too tiny, but not too big.
Okay. Let me try again. How does that look?
Much better. You're doing really well for a first time. Right. Cooking has a nice rhythm to it.
Now the onion, right?
Yes, but I have to warn you, cutting onions can make your eyes water.
Oh no, I've heard that before.
It happens to everyone, even experienced cooks.
Any tips for avoiding it?
Try not to rub your eyes and cut quickly. The faster you cut, the less it affects you.
Okay, let me try. Oh no, my eyes are already feeling it.
I know, just keep going, it passes quickly.
Done. The onion is finished. My eyes are watering, but I did it.
Well done. Now the last vegetable, tomatoes.
Tomatoes are easier, right? No crying involved?
Yes, tomatoes are very gentle. Cut them into bigger chunks.
Bigger than the carrots?
Yes, tomatoes become very soft when cooked. If you cut them too small, they disappear into the soup.
Oh, that's a good tip. I never would have known that.
That's why cooking with someone is useful. You learn small things that make a big difference.
Absolutely. Okay, the tomatoes are done. Should I put everything in the bowl?
Yes, put all the vegetables together in the bowl for now.
Carrots, onion, tomatoes, done. It looks so colorful.
Orange, white, and red, a beautiful mix. Great, now let's cook the soup. I'll show you how to use the stove.
Okay, I'm a little nervous about the gas flame.
That's normal, just watch me first.
All right.
So, you turn this knob slowly to the right and see, the flame appears.
Oh, the flame is blue. I didn't expect that.
A blue flame is healthy. It means the gas is burning cleanly.
Interesting. I always imagined flames as orange or yellow.
Orange flames can actually mean a problem. Blue is what you want.
I'm learning so much just from standing in a kitchen.
Cooking teaches you a lot. Okay, now place the pot on the stove like this.
Okay, the pot is on. Now what?
We add water first, then the vegetables, then the broth.
How much water?
About halfway up the pot. Not too full or it will overflow when it boils.
Good to know. I've definitely had that happen before.
It happens to beginners and sometimes even experienced cooks. Okay, now add the vegetables.
All at once?
Yes, just pour them from the bowl directly into the pot.
Oh, listen to that sound when they hit the water.
That's the water reacting to the cold vegetables. It's normal.
Now we wait?
We wait for it to boil. Then we lower the flame and let it simmer slowly.
Simmer. That means cook slowly on low heat, right?
Exactly right. You remembered.
I've heard that word before, but wasn't sure what it meant.
Now you know. While we wait, stir with the wooden spoon sometimes. It helps everything cook evenly. Alex, look, the soup is ready.
Already? That one's so fast.
About 25 minutes. That's the beauty of vegetable soup. It doesn't take long.
It smells incredible, and the kitchen smells amazing now.
Let me use the ladle to pour it into the bowls.
Ah, the ladle. Now I see why we needed it.
Exactly. Here's your bowl.
Thank you. This is so good, Nia. Really.
I'm glad. And you helped make it, so it tastes even better, right?
It really does. Cooking it yourself makes it taste different.
That's one of the best things about cooking.
Today I learned the names of so many tools: knife, cutting board, pot, ladle, wooden spoon.
And now you know how to use all of them.
Next time, I want to try making something a little more complex.
We can do that, but first, the dishes.
Right. Clean kitchen. I'll wash everything.
I'll dry and put away. And that's the end of today's story. I really hope you enjoyed listening to Nia and Alex in the kitchen. They talked about so many real and useful things: kitchen tools, how to cut vegetables, how to use the stove, and the conversation felt very natural and real, I think. Now, let me repeat the question from the beginning. What did Alex say was missing from the kitchen counter? Did you catch the answer while listening? Think carefully. It was mentioned during the tool preparation part of the story. If you know the answer, write it in the comments right now. Try to write in English. Even 1 or 2 words is wonderful practice. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps this channel grow and reach more learners. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. We post slow, clear English listening stories regularly. Every video is designed to help you improve step by step. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.